Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode of the vlogs. As you can see, we have a lovely day here at Dorney Lake, lovely flat water. Hopefully it stays like that for as long as possible. We've had to park away back here, out the way of the car park, because there's supposed to be many crews and the car park they don't want the car park to be super packed, but isn't that what a car park's for, to park cars in? I don't know, but that's okay. Get a lovely morning stroll to get to the changing room, to get changed and get ready to get on the water. But today we're talking about more steady state, because today we are doing more steady state. So what is better, doing loads and loads of mileage just to get used to that steady state stuff, or is it better to do some high intensity? We'll see if any of the guys have any opinions, but first things first, we've got to get on that glass. So let's get to it. And we've made it to the dock for another day to get on the water. You have to wait until 8 o'clock to get on. But we're doing some steady state because more steady state is better. Robson, why are we doing steady state today?
Because it's fun.
Ah, yeah.
And it's good for the aerobic base.
I like the buttery biscuit base.
Base!
Yeah.
So let's get to it. Oh, yeah. And we have made it onto the dock after another session. I think that may have been one of the most enjoyable sessions this semester of training. Enjoyable when you have a big stretch of enjoyable rowing. Unfortunately, there was
And a bit of slalom rowing.
and a bit of slalom. There was lots of boats out, so we had to do some moving around. But apart from that, pretty enjoyable. I mean, even that was enjoyable. But we're going to go in, fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and then chat about steady state versus intensity. Oh yeah! And we've made it off the water. We're sitting outside because we're not allowed inside, into the crew room during the weekend here at Dorney Lake. So no breaded egg toast and no roof over our heads during the break.
It's the new spacious crew room.
It's a very spacious crew room today. We've got some delicious sweet potato and chili, and a Rich Clark as well. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Hello, YouTubers.
I wasn't sure, I thought that was a camera. Hello, YouTubers.
That is a camera, you're right. But we've got some delicious food, because remember, food is fuel. Still a little bit heavy, but no pieces today, so making sure that it's not coming up. Got another paddle this afternoon, or this morning, second session. I'm going to probably work on some starts, so maybe less paddling, more starty stuff, but we'll see, because it seems like that is one of our weaknesses. Our race pace seems to be okay, but we seem to get dropped off the start a bit. But we're going to be talking about, is it a good idea to just do more steady state?
Tier 7.
Would you, George, do you think it's a good idea just to do more steady state?
More is always more. No, I think more is always more, but you can't just do you can't just do steady state, because you've got to practice mid rates and then high rates. Otherwise, you just get really good at rate 20, and you'll never be able to do high rate. Yeah.
And what do you eat? And you do high rate on a race, so that's pretty good. And Mr. Robson, more steady state or less, or is it a good idea? So if you want to improve, more steady state, yes or no?
I don't. I'm good enough.
Well, that'll
That's not true.
When they learn to repair, Robson.
Yeah, I know.
I think at the start of the season it's important to do lots of steady state just to build your aerobic base.
I like the buttery biscuit base.
But as the season progresses, so more and more high intensity, high rate stuff.
So if you're trying to improve over a longer period of time, more steady state is probably good.
See how good they are.
But
Yeah,
then
it means
then
if
go
you
up.
do more steady state, it means that you've
can-
got more sort of step up.
the
to
potential
rate. Yeah,
is higher
yeah.
when you do the race.
And like the more long pieces you do, long steady state stuff you do, it works well for sort of 5 KO tests and stuff. But if you're looking for a sort of 2 KO test, it's better to do short, sharp, explosive pieces.
And we've got some awesome seat racing going on here at Dorney Lake as well this morning. But I would agree with George and Robson,
And Rich.
and Rich as well. He agrees more steady state. So if you're trying to improve your sort of overall fitness, yes, more steady state is a good idea. But when it comes to racing, then you have to practice that racing. So like Robson said, during the winter and during sort of a longer block of non-racing, doing more steady state, doing more volume to get that aerobic base that then you can build off of into the summer, into the racing season, and then put sort of, okay, I've now got that fitness that I can now hold higher rates for, rather than either doing a lot of high rate stuff, a lot of high intensity, and then you're struggling to hold that for longer. But yes, that also builds finish and you get used to it. But if you are able and you have the time to just do more steady state, it will improve your overall fitness, but it might not make you better at those higher rates. Your body still has to get used to those higher rates, the higher lactic acid tolerances and all that, but the fitness overall does take longer to build up, and the lactic acid tolerance in your body can be built up in a shorter period of time. So that's generally why the fitness blocks of training over a year, over multiple years, are bigger than, say, the anaerobic and high intensity periods. One, because the high intensity periods cause more damage, they are harder to recover from, but also because if you don't need that much time to build up and get used to those higher rates, to get used to those higher intensities. Really, you only need, well, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physiologist, but you don't need that much really. Like for example, we can sometimes do a 2K and do less than 3 sessions of prep for that 2K and still do decently well at that 2K. But now it is time to fuel up a little bit, because remember, food is fuel, and then get back on the water and see if it is more steady state or if it is some stars. But let's get to it! And we have got off the water, we have made it off the water with Robson in a learn to row pair. Overall, I believe this week has been more than positive. If you were to have negative sessions and positive sessions and then you would balance them out, we're definitely balancing on the better side. So we had a lot of improvements this week. I switched round into bow seat even. Robson switched into stroke side seat, which made quite a big difference. And we have been doing some good times, but now we've got one more week till trials to see what we can do, see how many more gains we can make. But now it's time to go get some food, because remember, food is fuel. And that will be it for today's video. A little bit of a shorter one, but as always, great to finish off the week on a positive note, enjoying the sessions, even if the first one was more enjoyable. But as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Have a good one, and I will see you in Suit Monday. Oh yeah!